Holy shit. So this is pretty freaking cool. I wasn't even gonna do a video today, but this spot right here used to be one of my favorite places to fly. And I came here about, I don't know, like 6 months ago or something, and there was a construction wall up all the way around where this park was. So I thought for sure they were tearing down the park and putting up residential buildings, but what they did was revamp the whole freaking park. I just happened to come this way, taking a different route to one of my usual fly spots on a whim, and fucking hey, they redid the whole park. Oh, that's freaking awesome. Oh, I'm so stoked to fly it, because now it's the same park, but a whole different park from what I used to fly. How cool is that? Look at the shit they got going on over here. Wow. They put up like a big bridge and shit over there. And the other cool thing is this is not near too many residential places. So every time I've come here, it's been basically deserted. Look at all that over there. There's like a footbridge over there now, and like a dock, some trees. There's still a construction wall over there and some trucks. They're still working on that spot, I can see. But we will be checking that out for sure. Hell yeah. Free hat? Anybody want a hat? Oh, this is so fucking cool, dog. Woohoo! Woohoo! The only thing that sucks, I don't know if you guys can see that spike right there? When they put in all these new trees, they put in these guide wires, and they are freaking impossible to see when you're flying. See that stupid wire right there on all the trees? So hopefully I don't hit no freaking wires. God dang it. So these are my two main freestyle frames. Actually, pretty much my only freestyle frames that I use. This is my own design. This is the Skadoosh frame. The GoPro straps right in on the top right there. And this is my top mount, kind of mid mount, that I generally use for like concrete places, urban environment where I want to slide and perch and do stuff like that. And then here's my bottom mount, and these guys fly pretty similar. And when I put the camera on top of here and then strap the battery underneath, this guy is perfectly balanced on all axes as well, as close as you can freaking get to perfectly balanced. They're both running the Brother Hobby 2207s, but this one has the beautiful Chameleon motors on it. The other cool thing about these two frames is you see that it has two camera brackets in here, then 2 nuts here, and then 4 standoffs. This one has the exact same thing. 2 nuts, the 2 things, and the 4 standoffs. So these 2 frames use the exact same hardware package. So what that means is like this frame right here is all 4mm, right? So I can get about 6 of these frames out of 1 sheet of carbon, which is around 110 bucks or so, and then throw in the little bit of hardware. That means I have 6 of these frames for about $20 each, so I don't really worry too much about breaking a frame because I have a stockpile of them. And then I buy packages of the standoffs for pennies on the dollar. I just buy a bag of 100 of this standoff and this standoff, and then all the screws are 8mm screws. Because the Brother Hobbies have such a huge butt down here, base, I can use 8mm screws in there too. So this whole frame, both these whole frames can be put together with 2 kinds of standoffs and 8mm screws. Super simple. If I bend a standoff, I have extra standoffs. That's part of the reason I developed these, is because and I developed these. It's not such and such company is selling my frame and I put my name on it and say I developed it. I did these myself from beginning to end. Every test, every design, every piece, every prototype. But anyway, so yeah, so that means, and nothing, I hated it when I would have this cool frame and spend all this time building, and I would crash it and like bend 1 standoff, and it's a proprietary standoff to that frame, and you can't get 1 freaking standoff anywhere, so you're screwed. The whole frame is screwed because you bent 1 freaking standoff or 2 standoffs, or you break 1 little top plate and you know you can't get another top plate. So now I have 2 frames with the identical hardware packages, and I can just fly the shit out of them. If they break, I just peel the guts out of them and stick them on a new one. No big freaking deal. And this frame is one that I just did recently because it's all micro. It has the Micro Eagle, it has the HGLRC 20x20 stack in there, the F440 stack, so it's a 40 amp ESC. And this stack is working freaking fantastic with these big old beastly 2207 motors and the Cyclone 5046s. Thing flies like a freaking animal. So let's take this one for a rip. Dog, you're a bad dog. She rolled on a dead fish. Get away from me, you stink. You stink like dead fish. Oh, and another thing people always say when they see, why didn't you make the detachable arms? I didn't want detachable arms. I didn't want extra hardware. I didn't want more nuts and bolts. I wanted super simple. Keep it simple. I've had frames where they have detachable arms, like I'm gonna put them right out there. Astro, buy Astro frame with the detachable arms, and there's no fucking where to buy a fucking spare arm. Nowhere. You have to buy a whole nother fucking frame. So what's the point in the detachable arms? So yeah, and this one obviously can't have detachable arms because of the base plate design on this, and because of that design, the hang time on this frame is unfreaking believable. So anyway, no detachable arms. Sorry, they're my frames. I can do what I want. Heh. And y'all can do whatever the fuck you want to do too.
Reaching out for something you got to feel, while clutching to what you thought was real. Kicking at a dead horse pleases you, no way of showing your gratitude.
You ever heard the old saying, dumber than a box of rocks? There's the box of rocks they were talking about right there. Big old box of rocks. Only in China.